Hello, everyone, and welcome to Awfully Silly. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is the show where we take some of your favorite runs that would be part of the best block of any marathon, which is, of course, the Awful and Silly block, and we throw it right into some prime time hours for your enjoyment. My name is Conception. I've been hosting the show for, I don't know, getting close to 3 years now. It's been a while. And we have a number of really great runs for you today, as I'm sure you can see on your screen. But before we dive into today's show, I wanted to go over a few announcements, namely, I highly suggest that everyone joins the official GDQ Discord and adds the Hotfix role, especially if you're a fan of this Hotfix content. Doing this will allow you to keep tabs on upcoming events, talk with staff and showrunners within that Discord, and more. So you can use !Discord and Twitch chat for some more information. And additionally, if you happen to have missed any of our shows or events, be sure to check out the VODs over at youtube.com/gamesdonequick. With that being said, some of the shows, events, videos of the past, there are a lot of great watches in there. And specifically, we just got finished not too long ago with Summer Games Done Quick 2024, of which, and I may be biased or I may not be biased, I am going to say that that marathon included one of the best silly blocks I've ever seen in a mainline GDQ event. All of the runs were like super interesting and entertaining and funny. All of the runners like understood the assignment. So over the next 2 episodes, this one and our next one, we're going to be featuring runs and runners from that silly block right here in the primetime hours, so you get to see them and experience them all on your own again. And today we are going to be featuring 5 runs, I should say, from SGDQ. Coming up, the first one, now technically, we're right on the fringe here. Technically, this first run wasn't listed as a silly block run, but I think based on both of the run and the runner, you could probably assume silly block was in mind for this run. And that is, of course, C.B.T. as run by Teddy Ross. Teddy Ross, show us what that monkey do.
That monkey go fast. Check it out. I'm just going to send him right away.
I'll send it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a little marble game. You make a monkey and the ball go faster. What's the other guy's character? I think the other guy's character's name is like Nutlip or something. All the characters in this game have really dumb names. Oh, can I nail this? No, let me actually do the lineup or something. That'd be sick. You just spam jump now. It's easy. There you go. Where am I? Who am I? What am I doing here? This game doesn't like rotate the camera to a set position. It's wherever it's based on like where you like exit the last level at. So you just get lost. It's pretty sick.
Yep. Always good for a marble roller.
I was going to be confused right away. Makes the game more interesting. Builds character, whatever. I have to collect gems because that's what monkeys do, I guess. Get in there.
Yeah, not bananas like any other monkey-based marble rollers you might have heard of.
What am I doing? I'm wasting my power up. So to get on top of the wall to save like a second. Doesn't matter. I must collect another cube. Just gonna do this. I do the hard trick? No. Alright, cool. I should have done a normal style. Whatever. No swag. Swag not allowed. I'm gonna get tubular. Yeah, this is like fairly standard marble stuff. Like, there's no strafe running or anything like I've had in some marble games ever, but it's like the more you jump, the faster you go. That's pretty much it. And the rest of it's just get to the end as fast as you can. Boop, 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 boop. You know, just spam some jumps. There we go.
Yeah, I noticed
a lot of these
that
are unintended.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just kind of finish pretty quick. Like, there's actually an older patch of the game, and the dev like didn't like that I was speedrunning it or something. Because like they were like after it got on the games list, that they released a patch where they patched out most of the speed deck, and it was kind of weird. So I don't know what's up with that. It was strange. Because like this game had like less than 10 reviews or whatever, so it was like, I don't know who this is for. All right, menu, there we go. We're out of there. I don't care what my time is. In-game time doesn't matter. Next level is Brazil, which is known for its bouncy pads. Their chief export, I think. Got a new power where I can just skip the level. See ya.
Wow. Just flying right to the end.
Yeah, that was not hard normally, it's just, it's faster. No, we want to go here. I'm gonna just use the respawn mechanic, which is a thing that like every speedrunner does in any game that's available, because like why not? Fastest way back to the start is a teleport. Every game does this, every speed game does this. If they can. Oop. The fastest distance between 2 points is instant. Get in there. Good enough. Do I even need the spring? Well, if I frick up the jump, maybe. Yeah, there we go.
Woo! There you go.
Alright, I'm gonna try to keep helicopter this time. There's a trick I can do to, like, save, like, 3 seconds on a level. And the tricks are, like, super crazy. It's like I can skip a level or something. Just like, hey, you can just save a few seconds, because you can't have to play all of them. And, where we are, there we go. Oh no, I bonked the bottom of that thing. Well, I'm just gonna call it. Oh well. Love when I fail a trick instantly.
Collision.
3 seconds of time save. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay, can I hit respawn in that menu? Menu restarts the whole thing?
Oh, no.
Really cool, there's just a landmine in there. Maybe patient this time and like wait for the orb of killing my run. There we go. Cool. Don't you dare. Alright, we're good. They didn't dare. What? Okay, he dared.
Oh!
Dude, come on. I normally, like, if I just, like, go right away without having to, like, go for the helicopter trick, the cycles are all lined up and I'm just gonna just move through this. Now, if they, like, pay attention to everything, all thrown off. Muscle memory out the window.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
All
you know what it
is. All because of these stupid science fair Child's Earth balls trying to ruin your life.
Yeah, I got a rubber band and a propeller and went nuts. Is everything down here? I think there's a way. Oh my god, why did that whiff? There's a way out of the pyramid normally, but like, this is faster. It's just use like rocket boost and bounce around. Now I'm good. Oh, nice.
Nice.
He's not Frogger, it's Logger, it's better. Thought I whiffed. I know we're good. He needs to jump a bunch of time, just once is enough. Say goodbye to the Logger, they're still here for some reason. It's almost like not even hard, but I'll screw it up randomly just cause. Okay, there we go. That's how the game goes. You're like, oh, this level's easy, then you frick up. That's how it happens all the time. Get in there.
Literally, yep.
It's easy. I've done it 30 billion times. Oops, I made one small mistake. Here goes the entire run. Okay. Give me that. Hooray, bounce pads. Can I do this with the bounce pads? Am I gonna friggin' die? I'm gonna friggin' die. Cool.
Oh.
It's okay. It's faster just to skip all that anyway. So they put the cubes there. Diamonds, whatever they are. We're good. Time the ball. Can I do the swag trick again? I got this first try at the event. I didn't think that would happen. I did it again. What the hell?
Whoa! Let's go!
In practice, I'd mess it up like 50 times. I was like, we can make this a bit. This will be great. And then every time I've done it on the GDQ channel, I nail it first try. So there's no bit. It sucks.
I can't be funny because I'm too skilled.
I know. Suffering from success. I got a cheated skee ball. I did it once, then twice. I guess not. Whatever. Heard they had skee ball once at GDQ and people just like broke the machines or something. Or like somebody was like really good and everyone thought they cheated the high score, but they were just like a skee ball master or something.
A skee ball master attending GDQ.
Skee baller.
Unbelievable.
I don't know how many years ago it was before I started going to the events. In there. Can I get that? I'm doing this in a really unorthodox and dumb way and it worked, so whatever.
Nice.
Normally I try not to use a jillion speed and die, but this time it worked out. Let's be reckless. It didn't work out there, but whatever. Let's slow down a little bit so I can grab the diamond and leave. Okay, circus. No, it's not circus time. It's time to do the trick. I can skip playing a bunch of pachinko, and it's annoying. Very cool. Thank you. There we go. Easy peasy.
No pachinko for us.
The level takes like forever. Those bounce pads are kind of inconsistent. You might have seen a little there. Sometimes it bounces you like 1 inch off the ground. Other times it'll bounce you like 300 feet in the air. Oh, come on. What are we doing? There we go. They do have like a big level full of like nothing but vertical bounce pads, and it's just awful. It was like at least very inconsistent, which speedrunners hate when things are inconsistent. So just like let's make it a little less inconsistent. Just one bounce pad, one spring, easy peasy. Do a little circus, do a little bounce house, whatever. You know how it is. You know how speedrunning goes.
I've done a run or two.
All right.
Oh.
There we go. This level's annoying. You're supposed to, oh god, you're supposed to like bounce in a row and get like all 3 at once, but that never works out. I'm stuck. Hello? I just want to get out of here.
Get dribbled.
I'm tired of the bounce house. It's like when the older kids get in the bounce house and like weigh it down. You're like, oh god, I'm stuck in a crevice. Help me. It feels like that.
Yeah, and they start launching into the ceiling.
That too? Where are we at? Here we go. Not a lot of gambling in this until like the very end, I'm pretty sure. Unless you count pachinko, I guess. But I mean, we kind of skip. We do gambling skip. Oh my god. Get that in a sec. Alright. Okay, I didn't even need the spring, whatever. Who cares? I'm gonna have a spring for the game level. Is it the strat actually? Hold up. I don't have a strat for this level. I just go for it. We just go for it and YOLO it and it works.
Wow.
Just hit the dice and hope you bounce at the end. Whatever. Maybe that's the strat, is just have a spring so you can YOLO dumber. Oop, here we go. Give me that. I really should do runs of this again. Someone beat my time after it got into GDQ. They're just like, oh, that game looks fun. And then they did faster than me. And I'm like, oh, come on, how dare you?
I've had that happen to me several times. Yeah.
All right, what's next? This isn't Bumper Clap Prime, is it? No, it's New York. Like, they had a strat where they just did this and made me so mad because I did it from further that way. Probably should actually keep my camera facing that way, but I did, like, go over there and, like, do, like, a lineup and stuff. Oh my god, this isn't even hard. I'm making this look like it's hard. You just literally hold forward and jump, and it's, like, free. And I was like, what am I doing? Am I stupid? Why did I, like, not just jump here? Oh my god. Oh, no, we got it.
Oof. Wow, yeah, that was close.
I'm going too fast.
All right, nice.
I'm gonna be arrested for speed crimes. Not allowed to speed this hard on the freeway. Which is really New York. They would call it the highway. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Expressway. The freeway.
The I-95, whatever. Oh god, they're in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Californians spotted. Oh, there we go. Frick. Because if you fall out of bounds, you get warp back. They fixed that in a later patch, but also, I mean, like, they added, like, 100 different, these, like, crystals in every level, the ones that they get before the exit opens. What are we doing? Losing all my speed. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Speedrunners love this. They hate having speed, actually. There we go. I just need one of the power-ups, no matter which one. You just skip a level after this. Nope, I would like the cube, thank you. I think most speedrunners crave cubes, gonna be honest.
Yeah, cubes are
given
very
the opportunity.
prevalent.
They will go crazy for cubes, I think. Rude. All right, here we go. Yeah, I think the latest patch is a giant wall over there. There's no way around it. It's pretty much just like, don't do that, how dare you. Where am I? Here we go. I don't need no helicopter power. I live dangerous.
Yeah, not with the power of YOLO.
Used to go up each of these individually, then I was like, why? Oh, then, because I'll die, that's why. Hang on. Oh my god, I am messing it up. I'm like, this is easy. Why don't I do this straight all the time? Oh, let me just frick it up. It's real nice, thank you. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do the old strat because I'm being bad all out of nowhere. Why do you do this? It's so stupid. It's so much slower. Oh yeah, hang on. That's why.
Yeah.
I remember now. I'm gonna YOLO this strat a little bit. I'm gonna overshoot it a ton. That's so cool.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Wow, that's nice. That was a nice one.
Yeah, otherwise you have to kind of go through the level slow and it's really annoying. You can do like a small skip. Oh, well, you get this thing, a crystal. There we go. The Ska gem, whatever this is. And give me that, thank you. How dare you, we're out of here, good. Garby's trying to knock me off the friggin' ribbon, what are they doing?
Cube.
I don't know what they were cooking with this level, but like, you can just do this. And World 4's done.
Heck yeah.
I don't know what you're supposed to do otherwise, but like... Nah. Here we go, Bumper Clap Prime. Everyone's favorite planet. Okay, what? Home of the famous purple strips. That make you go slow. But you can go upside down, so that's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to touch the purple as much as I can in this level. Oops. Touch the purple. Whoop. Can I get the cool guy thing where I touch this and then don't touch the purple? Oh, come on.
Close.
I'm gonna go through the ceiling. It's way cooler. I learned I can do this level normal, actually, and what I'm doing here is really complicated for no reason, but like, this is still faster. I was like, we can actually just do this level normal. It's not that hard. Dang it, I did something really cool in practice one time. I'm gonna see if I can do it again, where I just like go for this hole and just like, nah, there's no way.
Oh wow.
There's no way. Would have been sick as hell, but there's no way. Can I get in the cannon now? I'm gonna play the level normal.
Nope.
I think the dev like even said in one of the patch notes to bounce off like the top of the cannon. But I'm like, yeah, that's so inconsistent. No way. Oh frick, no. Okay, we're good.
Oh wow, good save.
Okay, what's even next? Oh yeah, this one. The one where you just kind of do whatever and hope the purple doesn't mess you up too much. Oh boy, it does. Give me that. Oh god, oh, just get the gem up here. There we go. I've called these things like 900 different things today. Like gem, crystal,
cubes,
diamond, square. It doesn't matter. Who cares?
Geometric shaped.
The thingy. You must obtain the object.
The monkey MacGuffin.
Okay, I'm over there. Cool. Oh, no. I would like the cube. I need the prism. Thank you.
Prism, nice.
This level should be easy, but it makes me nervous. There we go. Come on. There. Can I get up there? Thank you. Ooh.
The amount of mid-air control you have in this game is wild to me compared to like other marble rollers.
Yeah, so there's a story behind that. The game originally came out and like I think according to like one of the patch notes, it was like 400 for like air movement or like just movement in general. Then like people complained. Oh, where am I going? So he's like, okay, I bumped it to 1,000, so it's like literally over double like what it was originally. I got to play the original patch. They like added the patch in like the betas tab or something recently. Oh, that's too low. Hang on. It's probably going to be pain and suffering. I want to try it one time just to see how bad it is.
Yeah, I gotta imagine that's painful.
Oh my god, this game's definitely a lot better for like giving you like more speed. I keep hitting it at the wrong time. This is so annoying. Yo, thank you for letting me go. I'm gonna have to respawn again. This is one of those strats. It's like not even hard, but if you mess it up, oh boy, you can mess it up. It's literally just all timing. There we go. God.
Nice.
Okay, let's not fly off the side or anything. There we go. There we go, get in there. I'm gonna go straight to the goal because I'm stupid and I didn't notice there's a chain link fence there. Whoop. Oh, actually, I'm on the back side of this thing. Oh, that's bad. Oh, okay. Well, no, I normally bounce out of the thing to get some height, but that was weird.
That was
like, otherwise,
yeah.
getting from the other way is like annoying. This is like the fastest way to get there from the. I'm gonna try some freeform jazz here. It's working. It's not working. Why am I flying off like that?
Whoa. The
purple's being so. I don't want to climb that thing again. I'm gonna waste time just so I can save time. You know how it is.
Yeah. Waste more time than you would save, but at least you got the trick ready.
Yeah, you like bounce on that thing and it gets you up on this strip and it makes you like get this cube a little better. Because otherwise it's like annoying to get there. Because the purple's unpredictable and strange. And holds malice towards men, I think. I don't know, it's horrible. It's hostile towards humankind, that thing. Or ape kind, I guess.
Yeah, is there any like lore implications in this game, by the way? Like why you're a monkey in a ball doing this? Okay, 0 lore. Good to know.
There's like level descriptions. We can read them or something. Oh god, I need to bounce off this. That was so bad. This level has no flow. I don't like it. You just kind of use the helicopter power and suffer in the sky until you're allowed to go back to going fast on the next level, where you go very fast. Like, I'll read the description for this this level in general. You'll be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I get it. That's some lore right there. Instead of skipping by it like I do. Yeah, here's some Star Trek or something. I'm just gonna bounce off one of them. I don't need that spring. Ooh.
Wow.
And
that is
explode.
A lot of speed.
Cool, yeah, what was the description for this level? In the year 2007, the Scrimbus sector from Blow Command led its last battle against the Bungus Empire. You know how it is. That's the lore.
Yeah.
Anyway, time to go to Planet Baller.
Glad I asked.
There's
Planet
the lore.
Baller it is. Yeah.
Me over there. It's not how I normally do this, so like, I'm trying to fight muscle memory. Like, no, don't land in the red. The red kills you instantly. You want to see? You just die. You just died. Check it out. Ah! You get cut off. Great.
You just evaporate.
He's just gone. Particles all got discombobulated. Your punishment for not balling on Planet Baller. Disintegration.
Nothing more
They
balling
added
than
900 gems because
disintegration.
that's cheating apparently at this level. I think there's straight up like 12 gems in this level here. They're like, no, you have to jump between every wall a bunch. I am not getting my jump. That's so cool. This level's very easy. I swear, it's normally really fast. There you go.
There it is.
I swear I'm balling. Please spare me the big hammer. There we go. They changed this level and straight up like apologized in the newest patch, I think. They're just like, I don't know what I was thinking. I was on one that day when I made this level. Because, yeah, like, I'm not getting back. There's no way. I'm doing it again. I could go through that spiral really slow and then go back really slow, or, like, we can just do this again.
This
I think
seems
this
much
level
more
killed
consistent.
Yeah, this level killed me, like, so much the first time oh, God. I tried learning, like, during this level. I was like, 10 minutes, that's plenty of time, and I'd spend, like, I don't know, 8 of them there and lose.
Mm-hmm.
Am I overshooting? What am I doing? I'm asleep here, asleep at the ball. Ay. I need you to spawn in. I'm playing the level normal for a second, except I'm dead. Never mind.
Whoa.
Oh boy. This is going great. This is a really easy level. I'm doing it in the worst way possible. Okay, let's just wait for this thing to do its thing. I'll make monkey noises with the jumps, I guess. Or he doesn't. I guess only we hit stuff, whatever. Or gain enough speed. Please just go to the exit, thank you. Oh, there we go, whatever, good enough. It was time to get hit on purpose and then live. What am I doing? Stay on the path. Do not stray from the path, young monkey. There we go. You must find the path of baseball. And sink a home run or something, I don't know. They hit balls through hoops in baseball, right? Okay. Why? Why did we jump over that? Alright, hey, I got time. I'll wait. There we go. Yeesh. Oh, is this the level I need to not mess up? Okay, cool. Let me just go ahead and not do that, because otherwise I waste a lot of time. These walls don't start in, like, spawned in. And, like, I've got a good window of opportunity here to just, like, go around them all. There's a 4th wall back there that spawns and we have to spring to get over it and it wastes a lot of time. Here we go. This level's just free. Then we have the final one, then we're done. And no more balling. Then we're not allowed to ball anymore after this. Whee. I never jumped this far in before. I was like, are we gonna screw it up? No, we're good. And the walls are still here and bullying me. Okay. As always, we must collect these objects. And then we're out of here. Then there's no more suffering, no more C.B.T. Whoop. You're dead. Okay, fix that. I just need to have a power up too. Doesn't matter which one I have. I can get this. Doesn't matter. Oh god, why did I accelerated? That's so cool. Thank you. Thank you, the path that accelerates you, for doing the thing you do. I'm glad I didn't pay attention that I would do that when I made my jump. That's so cool. Okay. This jump is stupid. You can go too fast. I don't want to slow down. I want to just get speed. I don't even need this power up. We're good. Whatever. I'm out of here. 2 and do a little spin. Whee! And we're done. We're friggin' done. This is the done portal. We're done. That's time.
Woo!
Yeah!
Let's go!
World record. Oh, not even close. Not a PB. What's even my time on that? It was like 5-minute run. What is that? 4:01. Yeah, we're behind by a minute. Whatever.
27:03 looks like your main time.
Ooh, improved from last time. I'll take
Let's go. We take those. Awesome.
Recent
well,
PB,
well
I
done.
guess.
Recent, yeah. Yeah, so recency bias PB. Love to see it. Awesome. Well, that was definitely CBT. No one could argue that. Anything you'd like to shout out, plug, or direct the people towards, Teddy?
Not really, I guess.
Cool.
Go silly block.
Go silly block indeed. That's what we're here to celebrate. For the next 2 episodes and beyond. That's what this whole show does. So thank you so much, Teddy, for running that game. That was an incredible run and full of interesting geometry and skills and things like that. But before we jump into the next game from the silly block of SGDQ, we're going to take a little bit of a break. So feel free to get up, stretch, climb into your own ball, bounce around, and we will see you here in just a few short moments. All right, and welcome back to Awfully Silly, everyone. If you're just joining us, we are featuring some of the incredible speedruns that were featured as a part of the silly block of this most recent SGDQ 2024. We have another one coming up for you next in just a moment. Wanted to remind everyone first, of course, that your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support Games on Quick Hotfix. So if you're a fan of the Hotfix content, if you've been watching these speedruns, if you've been watching these various shows that we have throughout the week, outside of the mainline events, please consider subscribing to the channel. We really appreciate it. But without further ado, I think we are ready to jump into game number 2, a blink in and you might miss it kind of run. It's really that quick, but it is really that impactful. This is Birds Aren't Real, the game, and this is going to be run by Allison 8-Bit. Allison, take it away.
Hey everybody, I'm Allison 8-Bit, and I'm here to show off Birds Aren't Real, the very serious, true conspiracy theory that is definitely not a hoax or, anything like that. I'm joined by a bit of a quack of mine, a friend, if you would.
Hi, I'm Quacksilver. I speak for the birds.
All right, and we're going to go ahead and just jump right into it. Let's count us down. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, Allie.
All right,
Here
so
we go.
we're going to start with a nice little tutorial here. We're just doing a bunch of little basic things to learn the controls of this little robot we have here. The lore, there's lore in this game. I'm not really sure what the lore is actually supposed to be, outside of the fact that we are a bird robot sent by a bird government person who I'm not sure if they themselves are also a robot, but we're trying to fight the mayor who is trying to say that birds are not real, which I really don't know if it's true or false, but that's fine. So we have to do some stuff like fly, use the propeller, hide in foliage, and then take pictures of people. To take pictures of them, you need to put a chip on them, which you put in with the bird poop. So you have a bunch of different quests to do. You're just causing chaos. This is a lot like Untitled Goose Game, but it's quite a silly game, of course.
I am just now realizing, after having seen this in practice rooms at GDQ and now, that is a remarkably non-robotic looking bird boss. What are the lore implications of you being a robot of a theoretically real bird? Hold on. The game is coming apart at the seams.
But yeah, so we're just going around doing various tasks that are all mischief. For here, it's a bunch of party supplies are up right now. So we're tearing down streamers, popping balloons, stuff like that. Now that that's all done, we're gonna have a new task. This is gonna involve us stunning folks, which is actually quite difficult because for some reason people aggro on us very easily. I don't know why.
Fortunately, there's all this incredibly helpful detritus just lying around in the streets. Good job, Mayor.
Yeah, who doesn't just leave around a taco or a soda just to throw at people? That person's head is doing something.
Yeah, what was that?
So now we need to go deface some billboards. Here we just grab a little spray can. We have some fun times here. So we're going to destroy all fake birds. The birds affect people. Hold X to vandalize is one of my favorite lines. Destroy all people now. Okay. A much more fun billboard. I only wish to expose people who spy on your kids. I wish to poop on your kids. lovely billboard there. And vote for mayor, for privacy, and your head. Poop head.
Poop head. It took me a second, but I got there. Yeah.
So here's one of the few skips. Like, this game has, like, it's almost glitchless. There's a couple things we do. Here, if you get right between the two, the hitbox sees the poop from one for the other. So you can get a 2-for-1 on your poop. Which, again, I don't know the implications. I thought it was just the poop was there to just to put chips on people, but it also can apparently fertilize plants. I mean, eco-friendly.
This game is a message of environmental hope at its core.
Your vote, your voice. People protect you. Get out of here. So now we're taking down a bunch of propaganda posters, which is always a fun time. Luckily, this game lets us stop and smell the roses with the length of it. It's quite a short game. This game was actually made as a student project.
Yeah, I was about to say it was a collegiate team that did this, right?
Yeah, it was for I don't actually remember the school at the top of my head. A University of Southern California, maybe?
That sounds right.
And so yeah, the game's cool. It's like a little buggy mess, of course, as it was something very short and small, but there is a skip I try to do here where I do a death warp, and it actually should let me reuse some of the tablets. But we tried doing that earlier in practice, and I just couldn't interact with tablets for the rest of the thing. So we're just not going to do that. To not
in practice,
have to
as
restart.
in the staggeringly long time of about 10 minutes ago. Always fun to discover a new glitch, a new soft lock minutes before.
I discovered about 5 of them in the GDQ practice room.
Yeah, you gotta break the game to appreciate the game.
As long as you're finding them in the practice room, that's the way. That's the spot to do it.
Yeah, keep it off the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
But putting on the cameras are going to be a handful of conspiracy theorists. Got one more to go, and then it's time to cause, I believe, ultimate mayhem, ultimate chaos. I'm not sure what to call it. We're about to be at the end. Actually, it's a very short game. As mentioned before, cause ultimate chaos. There we go. All right, so this is the final thing. Pretty much, you're just going to go around and tear down the streamers and.
It's the full redux of everything.
Yep. Time's gonna be when I hit 100%. Which is gonna be at the end. I'll be counting that down as I get closer. And yeah, when the people get angry at you, they throw something. We think it's rocks, but it's hard to tell. And time. A very silly game. Also a pretty awful game. It fits for all the criteria here. But it's like a really fun little time.
Yeah, it hits every descriptor of awful and or silly. I love that.
But yeah, that was it. I'm Allison 8-Bit. I do all kinds of different variety runs. Sometimes I do more silly games. I usually do things that are closer to like the Metroidvania platformer kind of games. So if you want to check me out, you can find me on my Twitch over at same username over there on Twitch. Anything for you, Quack?
I'm Quack. Run indie games, run silly games. They're so much fun. This past GDQ where I got to commentate for Ali was my first time seeing the full silly block from start to finish, and it made a lifetime convert out of me. So yeah, do that forever. You can find me at Twitch, Quacksilver Plays, but silly games.
But that's all for us. Thanks for having us, Conception.
Yeah, thanks for being here, and yeah, thanks for joining us. Cannot echo the sentiment enough for silly or awful games forever. I am also a lifelong convert, as I've been doing this for quite some time now, so completely echo that. But as that theme continues on, we're going to continue to explore that incredible silly block that Quack was just talking about from this past SGDQ. But first, we're going to take a little bit of a break here, so feel free to get up, stretch, maybe see if you can fly, maybe see if you can destroy some streamers or poop on some people below you or whatever. And we will see you here in just a few short moments. All right, welcome back to Awfully Silly, everyone. If you're just joining us, we've been featuring some of the incredible silly block runs from this past SGDQ. We kicked things off with an excellent run of C.B.T. by Teddy Ross, and continued right along with Birds Aren't Real, the game by Alice and 8-Bit. Both were an incredible time, both at the event and on this episode. But before we jump into the next run here, I did want to remind everybody of an event that's coming up as a part of GDQ, which is the next all women in Fen speedrunning event, which is Flame Fatales. So Flame Fatales is going to be returning August 18th through the 25th. So just around the corner. If you want to learn a little bit more about that, you can use !FF in the Twitch chat. That's going to give you a link to the schedule. And you can also let us know on our socials or in the Discords what runs you are looking forward to the most that are going to be taking place at Flame Fatales. We would love to hear from you. But without further ado, we're going to keep rolling right along with some runs from Silly Block from SGDQ. And this one, I've actually, I've had my eye on this one for a long time. We've actually been trying to get this run on the show for over a year, as we just found out. We couldn't make the schedules align, but the tide has come in. The schedules are perfect, and we have Joester98 here, who's going to be running Mad Panic Coaster. So Joester, the floor or the track, I guess, is yours.
Alrighty, yeah. Thanks for having me, and thanks for being persistent about getting me on here. It just, I just kept having to travel for work, but finally got a week I didn't, and it lined up. So this game, if you did not watch Silly Block at SGDQ, I can almost guarantee you've never seen it, because it's very obscure.
Yes,
and it is a very crazy game, and I do want to give a motion sickness warning before this entire run. If you get motion sick easily, this probably isn't the game for you. But that being said, let's get right into it. If I can, skip title screen here. Again, this is also a very hard game, so I'll talk as much as possible. But if I get quiet for a while, it's because this is actually a pretty hard game. So without further ado, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, so I do have the chat up, so if anyone has any questions about like what the hell is this game, please ask, because again, like no one has heard of this game. I only know 2 people that actually own a physical copy of this. But yeah, this is Mad Panic Coaster. The basic premise of this game is very simple. It's actually a fully on rails game. In terms of going forward, but there are no railings. So you have to actually steer the whole time, and you can fall off. And yeah, here we go. This is the very first level. So every level is at this speed. There is a way to actually go slower, but not only is that obviously slow, but it's actually not even really helpful, because you can slow to like a full stop, but the first frame you let go of the brake button, you will immediately go back to full speed. And that's very not good. So I just don't use the brake button. And so every track I have to do 3 laps. My health is in the upper left. If I run out of health, I die, and I have to do the track all over again, which I will try not to do, but I've only ever beaten this game without dying a few times. So hopefully we can get another one of those today. I did manage to pull it off at SGDQ.
Yeah, I was going to say one of those was not long ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Prior to my prep for that run, the only other 2 times I had beaten this game without dying were the world record, and then the other time I did this on a Hotfix show, which was like 3 years ago. But yeah, there's the first track. Yeah, Ecdysis is one of 2 people I know that owns this game, and he's the only other person I know, or he's like one of 2 people I know that actually like just sat down, put the game in the console, and beaten it in one sitting.
Yeah, if you had given me 5 guesses on who else owns this game, I would have guessed Ecdysis.
That's a good guess.
Actually,
it would be a very good guess. And yes, this actually also was on ESA. I also did that run, and that run was terrible. So don't watch that one. Watch the SGDQ one instead. But yeah, we're just moving on here. Yeah, also the game just tells you you're lucky after you beat the stage. It doesn't even say like "good job," it just says you're lucky, because it's extremely disrespectful. So this track, this track actually teaches you 2 things. One is intentionally moving to the left or right. So not only do you have to like stay on, but if some obstacles like these bones will actually take up certain chunks of the track. So you have to move yourself to the left or right so you don't get hit. And then the second thing this track adds is actually holes you have to jump over, which the game sort of, kind of, not really telegraphs by putting shovels along the outside of the track. On a level that's this early in the game, you can react to it pretty easily. On levels later in the game, you most definitely cannot. So you just have to anticipate them being there, or you will fall off. And falling off is an instant 20% health loss, which is very bad. Because again, if you lose all your health, you die, and then you have to start the track all over again, which is obviously not good and loses a ton of time. And you also have to try and kill all these enemies, and there are 3 attacks you can use to kill enemies. You have, and they correspond to the face buttons, short, medium, and long. Medium is actually extremely underrated, and as I mentioned at SGDQ, I didn't know that was in the game until last year. And the only reason I didn't know that is because I never pressed triangle while playing the game, which is, you'd think that you would try and press every button. But I didn't bother reading the manual because it's in Japanese and I can't read it, so I didn't even bother looking. Even though if you just take a glance at the manual, it tells you that triangle does something. So even if you can't read, you should know, like, I should maybe press the button because it actually does something.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
I've done that several times too, so I'm with you.
Yeah.
On various games. Now, as we're getting ready for this next one, quick question for you. If like you played super duper optimally, could you beat all of these levels without taking any damage, or are you purposely going like not purposely?
It's actually this is another thing I found out in accident. It's actually slower to do the tracks without getting hit, because if you beat a track, so you'll notice after I beat the track, I got a bonus for health based on how much health I had left. If you finish a track without getting hit, you actually get a no damage bonus, and that takes like 1 extra second, 1 to 2 extra seconds for that to pop up and the game to give that to you. So you actually want to get hit at least once on every level, so you don't get that bonus on accident. And the only reason I know that exists is because I got it on accident. I didn't even realize I had beaten the level without getting hit, and then the bonus popped up, and I was extremely confused. But even like trying to do that, I've only ever beaten like 2 or 3 tracks in this game without getting hit. It's very, very hard.
Yeah, I can imagine.
to not get hit. And funny enough, this boss track was the first track of the game I ever beat without getting hit. And I should also mention, this is a boss track. So how the bosses work is you do 3 laps like normal, and then a side path opens and you fight the boss. And there are 2 win conditions on bosses. One is hit them enough times and they die. That was a horrible start. Okay, there we go. And then the other win condition is survive 3 laps. So you notice that the lap counter in the bottom right has reset to 1. So the other way I can win is to take 3 laps with this guy without killing him, and I hopefully don't do that because it's very slow. Okay, there's dead. So yeah, the long range attack basically just destroys these bosses because the explosion will linger on the track and then they will run into it more often than not. So that's usually the attack you want to use, because it's just you can't fire it as frequently because you only have 1 shot on the screen at any one time. but it will almost always hit with every shot. So if you're watching the game and you thought like, wow, how the hell do you stay on the track in this game? Well, you can continue to ask yourself that question here, because this track has ice physics, and it is absolutely terrible.
The game wasn't hard enough.
The game was not hard enough. They just thought, all right, time for you to give up right now. So I will teeter on the edge of this track the entire time, and there's nothing I can do about it. Because you cannot just stay on the middle of this track, trust me. It just doesn't happen. So you just have to constantly be shifting left and right. And you'll be teetering the whole time. And yeah, even on this section of the track that's perfectly straight, you cannot just like stay in the middle. It doesn't work that way. Here's another hole in the track. This one's a little evil because it's on a downward slope, so it's really hard to tell like where it is. A lot of people fall into that one on their first playthrough, including me, who falls into it all the time. And I think I've only ever beaten the game like once or twice, not like falling off the track at all. That's also very hard. Most runs you fall off like at least once. Because yeah, it's just very hard to stay on, and it loses a couple seconds every time you fall off, in addition to lowering your health, making it obviously harder to even just beat the track in the first place. One thing that does help with these tracks is you notice that blue diamond thing I picked up. That is a 20% health refill, and there's one on every level. And so I will strategically get that on either lap 1 or 2, depending on what my health situation is. So if I get through lap 1 and my health is pretty good, I'll actually intentionally go around it or jump over it so that I can maximize how much use I get out of it. Because obviously you can't go over 100% health. So like on the first lap on this track, I was still like over 90%, so I skipped it. And then on lap 2, I might as well get it because it's almost certainly not going to help me at the end of lap 3 if I save it. So you just get it there to maximize your health for lap 3. So that's generally the strategy with those.
Interesting.
You get more points.
Back on real track here.
Yeah, yeah. Back on real track. Also back on real crappy frame rate. This level really lags. If you've actually played this game on a PS1, it lags horribly everywhere. It's very, very, very bad lag-wise. I actually think it's like completely unplayable. But playing on PS2, the lag is substantially lower everywhere except for right here. It's really laggy. Like right in this level specifically. So this level actually has a split path, and so up here I'm going to go left, and then I'm going to have to immediately jump twice because there's 2 holes in the track that you can't really react to. That actually cuts out like 80% of this level, and that makes this level one of the shortest in the game. If it looked easy to just go left there, you would be wrong, because the game wants to send you to the right. And so the way to go to the left there is actually you stay on the right edge of the track, and then you just like swing left into the turn. Otherwise, you will just go to the right, and not only is the right path longer and laggier, it's also substantially more difficult. So you want to go left all 3 times, and doing that saves at least a minute of total over the track, just because there are so many. It cuts out so much of the track. So it's very, very useful to take that shortcut. That is obviously intended, but it's the split paths in this game are a lot harder than just approach and press the direction you want to go, even though it really should be that.
Yeah, leave it to this game to make turning left hard even.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, and everything's hard.
Yeah.
So this is another boss track. This boss is probably consistently the most aggressive, which sounds bad, and it is, but there are 2 redeeming qualities. One, his attacks do less damage than like every other boss for some reason, and 2, the laps when you actually get to the boss are actually very short. So actually stalling this guy out is not a terrible strategy. It's not that much slower than just killing him would be. So You know, if I end up in a very low health situation, I may just do that. I will try not to do that because it's obviously slower, but
Yeah, this is moving so fast. I'm even having a hard time like understanding what I'm looking at.
yeah, this game is also like a super bitrate destroyer because there's a lot of stuff going on. All right, here's the boss. Here we go.
Ah, evil Rudolph.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and he's dead.
Nice one. That was
Yeah,
fast.
that was actually a really quick kill. Like lap 2 had barely started and he was dead. That's not common. So like if that was like any other boss in the game, I would have died because they all do way more damage than that guy. I think they compensated for the fact that when he throws like that whole row of acorns, I'm reasonably confident that it's impossible to get around that consistently. Whereas every other boss, when they throw like nasty attacks, you at least can kind of get around them sometimes, maybe. Yeah. Shouts to Evil Zone Legend Elimera in the chat there. Y'all should check out the Evil Zone tournament finals that was on the SGDQ channel when you get a minute. That was hype as heck.
That was so rad. So rad.
Shout out to Evil Zone. All right, so we're in World 3 now. This track, deceptively hard for a couple of reasons. One, the enemies are very... two, those stone pillars that fall at the start of the lap are random, so they do not always fall in the same spots, so you can't really consistently go around them. And 3, getting the health recall on this level is actually really hard. Now, I got it there. I didn't really want to get it, but I'll take it because you have to jump off the track at like a really specific point. And if you're like getting hit or like holding any direction or jump at the wrong time, you'll go flying over it, which actually is like faster because you get a huge speed boost. But you probably wanted the health. So it's, not exactly, always good to, because if you just run off the edge like I did there, like I would have gone over, if the health was still there, I would have gone over. Even though that is clearly kind of how you're supposed to approach that part. Ooh, nice crunchy lag there. Oh, look at that.
Ooh, yeah.
There's like 1 or 2 enemies here. Alrighty, we got through that. So something I haven't gotten yet is there's an audio bug that can happen at the end of every level where the jingle that played there when it tells you got lucky does not play. And when that happens, the level ends instantly and you save over 8 seconds. Except I have no idea how to consistently get it. I have multiple theories, which may or may not be true. If anyone is interested in solving that problem, be my guest, because I cannot figure it out.
That is wild.
Yeah.
I'm sure your world record got it at least once or twice then.
The record actually it's funny. Because my record in this is like 3 years old. And so I didn't actually remember how many times I got it, but I actually got it 5 times, including on the first 3 levels in a row.
Wow.
So I will basically never be ahead of those splits ever because I got it on the first 3. Although I think the run I had at SGDQ had a much better boss kill, and I got it on levels 2 and 3 in the SGDQ run, and I think I was actually ahead of my PB out of that first boss as a result of getting a good kill and getting the audio bug twice.
Incredible.
But yeah, it's I have gotten it. One of the other practice runs I did before that run, I also got it 5 times, but that's the most I've ever gotten out of a potential 14 where that would save time. Because you can get it on the final boss, which I have several times, but it obviously doesn't save any time because the run's already over at that point.
Right.
Yeah, so this level is like deceptively easy for being like right in the middle of the game. I honestly have like never found this level particularly hard, even though those like clamshells in the middle of the level close randomly, and it's not consistent like which one. Okay, so here's the audio bug. So watch how fast this level ends. Boom, it's over. And so that saves a lot of time if you get it. My only theory is that you have to fire a shot at like a specific time when you're either about to cross the finish line or like right as you cross the finish line. That's my current theory, but then watching back my PB, I also got the audio bug by doing nothing. So that's what could, like, I don't know what the hell causes it. So if someone wants to figure that out, I would be extremely grateful, because I might actually come back and like try and beat my record if there was like a setup to get it reasonably consistently. All right, if I'm going to die anywhere in this run, this is like culprit number one. This boss is, he is basically as aggressive as that last boss, except every attack he does twice as much damage.
Oh, beautiful.
So if this guy hits me 5 times, I'm dead. And he likely will hit me like at bare minimum 3 times. Fortunately, the laps leading up to him are quite easy and very short. So if I do die, I'll get another crack at him reasonably quickly. But this guy kills me, I would say, at least half the time. Like this guy is ridiculously inconsistent in his aggression. But when he is aggressive, you just lose. So.
See how it goes. A little serious time here.
That was like the easiest easy mode of all time. I'll take it.
Wow. Yeah, you said bare minimum 3 times. I thought you were going to get away with 2.
That was like medium aggressive. That was, about average to maybe above average on how aggressive that guy wants to be. That wave attack that he throws is, I personally think that's really easy to dodge, and it's also really easy to see coming, so I prefer when he does that. But when he does that like string of melons and beach balls across the track, you just get hit. And like I said, they all do 20%, and if you have exactly 20% and you get hit, you just die. Also, if you kill the boss and then he kills you, you also die. So there is no like if you get a simultaneous kill, you just lose. And I found that out the hard way on multiple bosses in this game, including that guy and the final boss, it's very depressing to kill the final boss and then die and the run's not over, and then you have to fight him again.
That's heartbreaking,
That's very depressing. So this track has 2 like huge noob traps. The first is that fall right there. If you jump off there, you actually fall off the track, even though it really looks like you should jump there. So you have to not to jump there. And then the second one will be on lap 3. Let me get this gem here now. I normally like to save the gem on this track, but I got hit a bunch of times there. But the enemies on lap 2 are actually like substantially less aggressive, so it's not as bad to get it there. Yeah, so there's those shovels that kind of indicate the hole, but there's also not always the same amount of shovels. Sometimes it's like 3 and sometimes it's like 5. So it's not like you can even really prepare by going like, okay, 1, 2, 3, jump. It doesn't work that way. All right, here's the super noob trap. So the game slows down, and right when it speeds up, it puts a hole in the track right in front of you. Trust me, you will fall in that on your first attempt playing. Even if you know it's coming, you'll probably fall in, because it's very, very evil. There's no way to kind of anticipate that happening or react to it. So you just have to, be good or just know it's there. Those are your only 2 options.
Or just be lucky, as the game tells
Or
us
just get lucky. I mean, it's better to be lucky than good most often. So if you can just pick one, pick lucky.
Yep.
All right, this track probably has like the coolest enemy design in the game. I really like the enemies on this track. Yo, that's a sick username. Yes, this game does look awesome. It is awesome. I highly recommend playing it. I also approve of your taste in musicians.
Yeah, this one has like a distinct horror-y feel, but let's see if I'm right about that.
So this track has these octopus dudes that throw vinyl at you, and then it calls these like Smurf-looking dudes, these blue guys, which they're probably not Smurfs, but they really look like them, so that's what I call them. And it's got these like weird Uncle Sam-looking dudes, and yeah, there's a lot of cool enemy design on this level.
That's New York for you. Uncle Sam, legally distinct Smurfs, and octopuses. Yeah, those are fully Smurfs.
Yeah, I mean that's
full
like absolutely what they are.
How did they get away with this?
Yeah, well, they got away with it by making the game move so fast that you can't actually see them. That's how they did it. Even though in the credits of the game, like they do, assuming we actually beat the game, they actually do like close-ups on a lot of the sprites in the game, so you can actually see what they look like. Because good luck seeing them while you're playing the game, because one, the game's moving too fast, and two, even if it wasn't, you're busy paying attention to literally everything else.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, nice. Got another audio bug.
Let's go. That's two. Count it.
That's pretty good. All right, so this boss, the actual like track leading up to the boss is probably the hardest of the bosses. It's one of the longer ones and has a lot of really nasty enemies. But fortunately, this boss, if you keep hitting this boss, it doesn't really do anything dangerous. Now that's way harder than it sounds like. Oh, just keep hitting the boss and it doesn't do anything. But that's basically going to be the plan on this guy, is to just when I get to the boss, is to just keep hitting her, and then she just dies. But again, easier said than done. And this is one of the hardest bosses to actually get to the boss with full health on, just because there's a lot of enemies. These like squid basketball dudes are really hard to get around. That teddy bear does a ton of damage, so you really don't want to get hit by it. And they kind of float in like these weird patterns that makes it hard to get around them. Okay, I got rid of that like Afro Kung Fu guy. Okay, we'll get this now. Okay, those are the last two enemies before the boss. So I'm in good health shape here.
Yeah,
good.
I was going to say. That's just a sliver. We take that.
Yeah, this is about as, I mean, obviously I could be slightly better, but this is about as good as it gets. Especially on this boss. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, this is what happens when you stop hitting the boss. Okay, and she just died. And I got the audio bug again. All right, we take that.
Let's go. That's three.
That's
also,
three.
that boss looked like Pennywise, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know what
Like
that
a clown
boss is.
with a red balloon.
Yeah, but that that garbage can is nasty. Like, it's really hard to get around that thing. And there's one other attack that she does that's like even worse than that. Where there's this like burger that she puts on a rope and just like swipes it across you, and it just obliterates you. So if you go like more than 3 seconds without hitting that boss, you should get nervous. And that happened a couple times there. I haven't seen the garbage can in a long time because I just try to keep hitting her, but that was a little bit of a slow fight. Usually you can kill her before you even get to lap 2, but you know, I lived, so we'll take it.
Yeah.
Generally, that's the vibe in this game. If you survive, it was good enough.
Yep.
This is very bad. Okay, good. Got through there. Dodging all 3 of those meat rollers is actually quite hard because they're spaced very awkwardly. So you have to jump very early to get over the first one. And in order to like be able to get over the other 2. Well, that was bad.
Nice. And meet dodge number 2.
So they put an extra enemy right there on lap 3 that can trip you up if you're not ready for him. Okay, that was the last enemy. Good.
3 for
See,
3
I
on
timed
that
that shot
dodge
right?
too.
Okay, no audio bug here. Damn, that's all right. All right, the next track is probably the hardest regular track to survive for a couple reasons. One, this has 2 forks in it, 2 split paths. But so there's 4 possible combinations of ways to go. Only one of those actually takes you through the lap. So if you go the wrong way, you'll just go in circles. 2, the enemies on this track are very aggressive and in very bad locations. And 3, the start section of this level has a bunch of like food and stuff that's just all over the place. And good luck getting through it without getting hit at least once. I have not found any sort of setup to get through this. Most of the time, you just like, oh, I got hit one time, I'll take it. That's kind of how it goes. This section here is really awful. Okay, I got hit by literally the last piece of food there, so that kind of sucks, but whatever.
I was like, you almost did it.
Yeah, that's what happens. You're like, oh, I almost got it, and then, okay, this enemy is very obnoxious. This like, ha 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 enemy. Oh, this is horrible. Okay, and this is the health refill. That could be a problem. Okay, last piece of food got me again. That's just, I went the wrong way. Oh, I'm like super dead here. Okay, I forget what is this way, so we're just gonna react on the fly.
The live routing.
Yeah, because I never go this way. Okay. Oh, actually, okay. That's actually not that bad because I got a health refill.
Yeah. Okay. That's not so bad. Yeah.
So
slow, but safe.
Yeah, slow, but I actually got health, so could have been worse. And I got the other health. Okay, so I'm actually that wasn't great, but ooh, no hit on the food there. Let's go. Okay.
Let's go.
But I could still die here. Okay, that was the last enemy. All right, cool. And audio bugged again.
Nice. So that's what.
What's my time at right now? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, let me get it up. We're on a little. It's like 10-second delays roughly, so we're at 30:57.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure the record time there is 30:40. So.
Oh, geez.
Like,
yeah,
like beating the last regular track. I think that's the time there. All right. Here's the final boss. I'm astonished that this is honestly a 1cc attempt so far because I did like 10 minutes of practice. So this guy, in addition to being extremely hard, there's no health refill on this level. You have to hit this guy about 84 trillion times. He does a lot of damage, and you cannot just survive laps and beat this guy. You have to actually kill this guy, which obviously makes sense for the final boss. But yeah, there's no... you can only kill this guy or be killed. Those are your only two options here. So he has a lot of attacks he can throw at you and a lot of phases. And I'm basically only going to use the long-range attack because honestly, the other attacks are terrible against this guy because they almost never hit him. So I'm just going to be steering and mashing square this whole fight. Oh, I don't know how I got through there. I'm insanely good at this game. All right. All right, so that's kind of phase 1 there.
Phase 1, all right.
Now this is phase 2. This is probably the easiest phase. And the shortest. Okay, so that's phase 2. All right, now we're on phase 3, where he's this like really small object that I have to hit. And I have to hit him a lot. And he has like a couple attacks here. One is flames. And flames are bad. And then the other is these golden turtles. And golden turtles are worse because they're very, very hard to dodge. And so my strategy for dodging them is actually to stay on an edge of the track so that when he throws the attack, because it kind of waves in like an S pattern, if you stay on an edge of the track, he'll actually just like throw half the attack off the level. And that makes it substantially easier to dodge. Similar with the flame, if I just like stay on an edge of the track, he will... it'll just kind of go in a line, and it'll be much easier to dodge. And then the way you can tell you're making progress on this guy is he will like kind of just look more and more injured. So right now, okay, so now you saw he's got like a welt on one side of his face, so we're making some decent progress. And then as I make more progress, he will look more and more damaged. And he also kind of moves in and out of your attack range. Like sometimes he will float above the track in a location where you can't hit him. All right, get ready on time, by the way, because I have really good health and he's almost dead.
Okay,
this has been a really good fight. Of course, I said that, and then I missed him like for 30 seconds. In there. Oh, he's dead. All right, and time.
All right. Waiting for the timer to catch up.
34. Okay, well, the record is 34:10, so that was extremely good.
Wow. And deathless again.
Yeah, that was actually a better time than I got at SGDQ. SGDQ, I got 34:47. And there's the perfect for getting the 1cc. And this is definitely going to be a high score. So, yeehaw. That's hilarious. I have three audio bugs in 34:34. That's
3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Because again, my PB got 5 and was 24 seconds faster. So I really was only like 8 seconds behind in terms of gameplay. That's
not bad on 10
insane.
minutes of practice.
Yeah. I did some like World 3 practice. I did one run through a World 3, one run through a World 5 where I didn't even beat the final boss, and I was like, yeah, it's good enough. And here we are. No, that was really freaking good.
Yes.
I'm surprised I was able to just kind of drop that out of nowhere. That is, I think, the third or fourth best run I've done. I did have one run a couple weeks ago. It was like 34:17, and then most other 1cc's are like high 34s or even low 35s with no audio bugs. So, that was a really good time. And yeah, here's these enemies in the credits. I'll stay on here for the credits because then I'll just type in the high score. We'll see where it ranks. That's probably pretty darn close to the score I got at SGDQ. But yeah, that was a really good run. I hope you all enjoyed that. If you are interested in running this game, there's no Discord because there's only 3 people who have run the game. So just like send me a DM or something, and I will very happily show you the ropes. Because again, this is a really cool game. And if you like seeing PS1 games that you've never heard of, then my stream is the place to be, because that's basically all I play. I dig deep into the PS1 catalog and find nonsense like this, and then do speedruns. Yeah, the game is very wholesome here. It tells you to have a nice day. It's so great. All right, let's enter the time here. Let's see. Let's just go with the tried and true Joe. And that did beat the GDQ score, actually. Wow, by about 20,000. So
wow,
yeah,
impressive.
Very, very strong run. I'm very happy with that. Yeah, thanks for having me. And yeah, if you like obscure PS1 games, whether they're silly or difficult or both or terrible or underrated or what the hell is this, then yeah, swing by my channel and check them out, because the latest game I've been playing is Spider, the video game. It's not Spider-Man, it's just Spider, and it's a very good game that you probably have never played. So if you like nonsense like that, then swing on by. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks to Conception for being persistent with getting me on here with this game. I'm really happy with how that turned out. So I'm glad, thanks for sticking with me even after I was unavailable a few times. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and stick around for the rest of this Billy Block run back here.
For sure, yeah. And the pleasure is all ours. I'm glad we finally got it, and I'm glad after over a year it wasn't a run as incredible as this. Well done, Joester. That was incredible. Thank you so much for being here. For everybody else out there, yes, we are going to keep rolling right along with the SGDQ Silly Block goodness, but we are going to take a little bit of a break before we jump into the next run. So feel free to get up, stretch really high, and then wave your arms around and scream like you're on a roller coaster. And we will see you in just a few short moments. The Silly Block runs from this most recent SGDQ. It was a block absolutely full of gems. Like the runs were great, the runners were great. They understood exactly what they were there to do, and they crushed it. And we're gonna keep rolling right along with this. What I'm kind of calling an unofficial two-part special, because we're gonna do this on the next episode of Awfully Silly as well. Before we jump into the next run, though, I want to remind everybody of another GDQ event that is coming, which is GDQ is going to be at PAX West, and that's going to be taking place from August 30th through September 2nd. The schedule is now out. You can actually take a look by using !PAX PAX in Twitch chat for more info, and let us know what you're excited to see. Again, like in the Discords or on our socials, we'd love to hear it. I had a hand in making that schedule and picking the games for it, so would love to hear your feedback and love to see what it is you're excited about. We'd love to see it. But for now, we have yet another wonderfully silly game at our disposal here, which is, of course, Wild Woody. Yeah, that's right. We're playing as a pencil, and Wild Woody is going to be played by Allegro. So Allegro, take it away.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wild Woody. This is the game of all time. I don't know how many times I've had to say that over the years. But yeah, you play as a pencil. And this game...
This is a classic early 90s platformer. They were just throwing anything at the wall to see if it would stick. And this game is no exception.
Yeah.
I'm Brandino. I'll be joining on commentary today. And if you saw our GDQ run of this, I didn't have my voice then. Luckily, I have my voice now.
Welcome back,
so
your
we're
voice.
All good there.
Yeah.
I know, thank God.
Yeah, his voice kind of divorced him.
Yeah, I lost my voice from shouting divorce during the Chibi Robo bingo run, so I was devoiced for a little bit, but we're good now.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. So, unlike the GQ run, we're just going to be kind of going past the cutscenes this time. We're just going to be showcasing how this game will be run in normal beat the game sense.
Yep, and we're gonna start right off here in Pirate World. So the game follows a pretty simple formula of like a world with 2 acts and then a boss. And we're gonna start off in broadside battle here. You get to see the jumping mechanics and stuff. And I don't know if it looks awkward, but it quite honestly is. The jumping in this game is really rough to deal with. Woody feels very heavy. Feels like he clops back down from every jump. And if you didn't fully commit to your jump, it's over. That's not even getting into how difficult it is to just climb ladders. They're very thin in this game, like ladders and ropes and stuff. They're very thin, so you have to make sure you're hitting them dead center, and you can overshoot them. So Layer has to be careful here if he wants to stay on these. But also, of course, the fastest way to move is to jump up them. So what are you going to do?
Yeah.
But easy money here, and we're out of broadside battle already.
So one thing you might notice is I might wiggle around in the air. That's to prevent Woody from doing a little animation where he'll just kind of hit the ground and just kind of plop down.
Yeah. If you jump from too high, then Woody kind of goes into a helpless falling animation and then lands with a big thud. So another thing we're trying to avoid here too is that, like, you might notice it eventually, but Woody, like right there, Woody erases his enemies with his eraser in a very strange animation, and we try to avoid that as much as we can, but he tends to just magnetize to the top of people's heads to do that attack, so it can be difficult to avoid sometimes. Also, this song is rather crazy.
Yeah, a lot of the soundtrack is really insane.
Yeah, the composer wanted the game to like get more intense as it went along, so it's like it starts off relatively normal.
Yeah, and now we got rapping pirates, which eventually it eventually turns into a Limp Bizkit rap, and I'm not exaggerating on that.
only boss theme with lyrics. You should absolutely check it out if you can sometime. Because in the game, it's so fast that we don't even really get to comment on it. But yeah, that's Yoho, the first boss. And we're out of the pirate world with the first piece of the totem already.
Yep.
So the main plot of this game is that a totem pole that like brings about the end of the world like got split apart because it just happened to be the right day. And you're grabbing all the pieces to put back together because they all went to like different like worlds. So the pirate world, it was like a pirate book, and now one of them flies into a Greek painting, and here we are in mythology world. This is one of my favorite themes in the game. This goes so hard.
Indeed. This one is probably the first, like, real skill check in the game.
Yes, this is a difficult level. You not only take a lot of damage, but there's a lot of difficult and tricky platforming and cycles that you have to worry about. And like you could see, like the level is absolutely littered with enemies and obstacles at any time.
Yeah, there's at least some good health pickups. I could have actually landed on that ledge, but it's really difficult to land like right on the corner.
Oh, that spike jump is also very annoying.
Yeah.
Luckily, there's some hearts here to pick up. There's nothing for some. Oh, yep. Like we were saying earlier, if you don't fully commit to a jump, it can immediately hurt you like that.
Yeah, ropes are just. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Ropes are really, really bad. Sometimes it's like if you're doing everything right, it looks really easy. But quite honestly, it's like he has to like snap to like the center of it in a very specific way.
Oh, wait, one more cycle here.
We get to see Woody do a little.
Woody is not wanting to play nice today.
That's okay. We got this.
There you are.
There we go. Yeah, that is probably one of the
that's
trickiest sections in this entire stage.
Yeah, I've gotten lost there sometimes, and every time I get to this stage, it can be rough. But we're out of there now, and so you'll notice that like parts of the level are disappearing under him. That's not a glitch. Woody actually can erase parts of the level to open up paths to other areas. But in this level and a few other levels, by holding the erase button and standing over it, we actually like don't activate the erasing animation, which is slightly faster, so that we can just like it'll still disappear underneath us, but it still counts as like erasing. So you're gonna see Lego do it a little bit here. He's just gonna stand on these platforms while holding B. He never actually triggers the erase animation, but is.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yep, I've done that a million times. You have to be ready. There's a very, very like, what's the word?
You have to be.
There's a very
ready.
There's a very small window to make that jump once you run off the ledge there. Yep. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
We're out of there.
You're scaring me for a second. We're out of there. Okay. Yeah, this level, like we said, big skill check early in the game.
Might be tempted to take down a lower path here. Yeah, because I need to get help. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, and also funny hit detection in this game. No worries, though. We're just right back at the start of the section.
Yeah, just do this again.
Luckily, this game does have checkpoints at least. It's so funny, like, casually, the first 2 levels are very simple and pretty easy to deal with, but then you get into this level, and it's an immediate mess, and it's such a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah, it's a nice punch to the nuts.
Ooh, careful. Okay, yeah, that jump is really difficult because the timing both on that spinning, like, spike platform is kind of annoying to make, and you have to immediately jump into, like, one of these, which isn't good. But we have a ton of health headed through this section now, so we'll be good this time.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the clear right now.
We gotta watch those Minotaurs because they, like, if you run into them the wrong way, they pick Woody up and, like, drop him for a second.
Yeah, and this is one of the common issues here in this stage is that some of the walls just won't erase.
Yeah, I swear this only happens to Allegro, but yeah, sometimes the walls just refuse to erase on him, so he has to keep going back and forth in order to get the CD to work. That's an early CD-based console problem to deal with.
Yeah, it's still kind of unknown why that happens, but yeah. But yeah, we're on to the next stage, which is really heavy on platforming.
Yeah, we gotta be careful here. This level is extremely vertical.
Yeah.
A lot of platform cycles to make here, and this cloud is fine, but you'll see that other clouds with this lighter texture, we'll fall through them if we stand on them for too long. So Allegro needs to be careful and not fall through the platforms by standing for too long. So you kind of constantly got to keep moving.
Yeah, it's like quicksand. And I have to constantly jump there while I wait for the platform cycle. But yeah, this stage can be particularly scary at some points, especially when I have to line up for a certain rope. Okay. I accidentally erased the platform there.
Weird collision there, too, because there's like a platform above you that Woody just like hits his head into.
Yeah, Woody will like to snap up to certain platforms, and that'll become pretty relevant later on. Especially
that's one of the scariest ropes to climb in the game right there.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of just got to go for it with nothing beneath you.
So I'm going to grab an extra life here, just for safety, while I wait for the cycle.
Yep. We're going to need it. The next boss is really annoying. All right. Got to be careful. Don't want to attack a Zeus in the cloud here. Nice.
Yeah.
If you go a little bit too far over while doing that jump, you'll erase the Zeus, which will lose you the platform cycle. So that's what we were talking about earlier, where like some of the platform cycles can be really annoying to deal with. All right. Allegro just needs to. All right.
Yep.
Excellent. We're out of there with no issues.
Well done.
Okay. Nightmare fuel warning for this boss. This is Gad Zeus.
Which is playing the wrong music.
Yeah, so funny about the thing about this boss is that it actually has its own song written for it that doesn't play because there's like a programming error that plays a later boss's theme instead. So Allegro's attempting a task strat here called a cloudless jump. But if you see this cloud going back, gotta be careful. Yeah, the cloud collision is annoying here.
I think I'm gonna have to be careful completely here because I've taken too much help. I don't want to lose life.
This boss is extremely difficult because this red spot in his head is so much smaller than it looks. Like you can be almost right on top of it and still not erase it. Woo!
Oh, jeez. I was gonna try and go for it at least once. Okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to wait for that cloud, but it's like it's like almost tasked precision
there you
jumping.
Go. Nice.
And you need to be like it's not just a difficult jump. I do think you need to get a little bit lucky. But yeah, Allegro just got 2 of them to end the boss, so we're good. And we didn't die.
Thankfully.
Well done. That was awesome.
All right.
All right.
a snippet of the cutscene there, but
Oh, if you get a chance, you should look up the cutscenes to this game online. They are truly spectacular.
and definitely rewatch the GQ run. That
Yeah, we played all the cutscenes in our run at SGDQ 2024, which you should check out if you get a chance, because that was a fun time. Welcome to Industrial Rage. This is a level that's not very angry. And honestly, since the task came out, we've got an even quicker route for it now. That's like you kind of are barely in this level.
Yeah.
At least way less than you used to be.
Yeah, the stage wasn't like bad or anything. It's just you had to use the sketch ability, and it's not. It's slow. You don't want to have to use it except when it's necessary.
I guess we haven't talked about that yet because we haven't used it, but if you'll notice, we're collecting sketch pads, and those give Woody some specific like transformations or like abilities that he can sketch. If you pause the game and like look at your sketches, you can draw them. But we don't utilize any sketching until later levels.
I just made Woody do a little bit of a moonwalk.
That was funny. All right. Now, welcome to Sonic Heroes. We're in the Dark Power Plant.
Yeah, I run Sonic Heroes, so I know the pain.
Yeah, Power Plant's a difficult level there too. But okay, so speaking of difficult,
Oh, no.
yep. That's okay. Really not a big deal to miss those. We can go right back through here and try them again. But these jumps are really difficult because you're on these moving platforms that like, I don't know, they just fight you at every turn. And you have to be careful because some of them propel you forward and some of them propel you backwards, so you need to keep track of which way Woody's going.
Right.
But we're out of the dangerous part now. Allegro's through it.
Yeah.
This level is a really cool theme. I love genuinely some very good music in this game. Worth mentioning that the game was composed by guitarist Ron Thal, also known as Bumblefoot. And he would go on to be the guitarist of Guns N' Roses for almost a decade, sometime after making this game.
Yeah.
So
it's insane, but
yeah, it's just like this game. I don't know. This game. We were saying it before the run, but there's like a ton of these kind of games out there that you don't know exist. Just these really, really strange platformers that were trying to be the next big Sonic or something. This was Sega of America's swan song before they went out of business doing their Sega CD stuff. Not out of business, but this is their swan song for the Sega CDs, I guess what I went to say.
yeah, this is definitely the last one that Sega did before going on Saturn.
And we all know how successful that was.
Sure, yeah. Don't we all?
Japan.
Yeah.
In Japan. All right, welcome to the average Sega fan.
Yeah. What?
Ouch.
Dude, what do you think
Ouch.
he's playing? He's really into his
I
game.
think he's with the way he's mashing the buttons, I'm gonna say Sonic 2. Nice. He's doing some piano roll spin dashes, you know what I mean?
Indeed. So this is the interesting stage that has pretty much the one big skip that we can do.
Yeah, so this level is pretty long normally, but we can finish it pretty quickly. But there's a skip we have to do that, and the skip can be kind of annoying. It's one of those things that feels like it's either like first try or 20th try sometimes, but it's a really simple trick that we can try.
Yeah, it's simple, but
It's one of those things where it's like, whoop.
there we go.
Oh, nice. It's like third try. Okay, just don't. Oh, yep. Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah. I'm just glad that didn't happen in the GDQ run.
Wait, this is the GDQ run.
I'm talking about
Technically, it
SGDQ.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this jump is. It hurts my thumb because it's like a very quick back and forth on the D-pad, and you kind of we saw it before, but like Woody
Yeah, this one can be
snaps to ledges. Woody will snap to ledges.
Oh my.
Oh my god, it got patched that quickly. That's crazy.
I need a
Yeah, you're good. Give your thumb a second. Like I said, this trick hurts to keep trying. You gotta give your thumb a rest.
Beauty.
Yeah, see what happens when you give your thumb a rest?
yeah. But yeah, that's Alien Homeworld. That is just a really dumb trick that will just tend to kill a lot of runs.
Yes, and like I said, it's one of those things that feels like it's either first try or 20th try with like a no in between.
Yeah. So.
All right. So.
Yeah, this stage we've got 2 notepads we have to collect, and we're gonna finally use the sketch ability, but not for the game's intended use. Necessarily.
So the sketching ability, like normally it's supposed to, like Woody draws stuff and does like an attack or something, but the way we use it is a little bit different. Okay, we're also, Lego's attempting a glitch here that we learned from the task. Looks like the enemy is not playing nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go down here.
Yeah, you don't want to take too much damage. But he could have glitched through that fence if he hopped on top of the enemy at just the right time to like damage boost through. But it's I would say it's like a 20-second save.
Nah,
because
it's a little less than that. It's probably only 10 seconds, I think.
Okay, yeah, because he's already pretty much past the area would have taken him at this point.
Yeah, I want to play it safe here and grab this health pickup, because this section can be a little scary.
Alright, now when you're in space, there's this weird gravity going on where it takes a long time, but if you keep holding right, then he exponentially grows his speed, but it takes forever to rebuild speed. Alright, we're gonna be sketching now.
Yeah, so the sketches, we're really only needing to use them to get shorter. So we can fit into this crevice, and
yeah, so this game has these alternate paths that only small Woody can fit into.
Yeah, this is definitely the fast path, and you want to avoid that one sketch, the notepad at the end there. That's pretty much
notepads with a pencil. Notepads with a pencil will grow Woody real big back into a normal sized pencil. Okay, now here's the absolute hardest boss in the game.
Yeah, this is Alien Love Nest, and getting hits on her. Oh my goodness, I'm actually getting the hits.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
What?
Let's go.
I just want to say, we never get to see a clean 3 cycle in this boss. Ever. It is so difficult. Oh my god, let's go. That's so awesome.
Yeah, I'm running my splits, and that was a gold split.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sick.
So.
All right, welcome to the pit. This is another one of my favorite themes in the game.
Yeah, we're in Spooky Town now. But we're going to be doing like we did last stage, Infested, and just use up sketch pads. But I'm needing it for a specific purpose of getting yet another sketch pad that is actually going to be used for traversal.
Much like the last level, we need to make Woody small to go down one specific path to grab another sketch pad so that we can hop over a wall and skip most of this level. Now, this is Allegro basically is adapting a route from the task here, but the task does this really interesting trick where they do 2 quick jumps, 2 really precise jumps to jump over a wall, but it's a really difficult trick because getting up is difficult, and getting over is even more difficult. So Allegro is just going to turn into Ghost Woody and fly over.
Hopefully I gave myself enough room to get over. Okay, good.
Plenty.
I didn't want to grab that, but yeah, that's the notepad that would have grown me and infested. And yeah, I would have been trapped at the end of that stage if I wasn't careful.
Yeah, that actually skips a lot of movement. Most of the beginning of the stage. This stage used to be much longer before that trick came into play.
Yeah, Pit is first half of it is really difficult to get through unless you take that path.
They just throw stuff at you constantly. This level is just full of enemies. It's these little dogs and these little Elvis-looking Frankensteins. It's so rough. And those platforms Allegro was just jumping on are really difficult. They're slippery, green, slimy platforms. And the moment you hold left or right on them, Woody immediately starts sliding straight off. So you have to be ready to jump the moment you tap a direction on them. So it's more difficult than it looks, which I think is the title of most of the movement in this game.
Oh, yeah.
Wild.
It's wild.
Oh, yeah.
Almost out of here, though. And if you can believe it, we're heading into the... this is worse than the last world, too. So we have one more level and then another boss.
I'd like to note that
Now
it's
for-
somehow another gold split, but then again, I've only adapted that strat right before SGQ. So
Yeah, actually, the task we weren't aware of the task at least until right before SGDQ. So it was really cool. We had to quickly incorporate some new stuff, but we got it. Now this is the Undertombs. For the last level in the game, this one's actually pretty easy, especially comparing to like any of the other levels. To be honest, like there isn't a lot going on here, and this is a rather short stage. It's interesting. I guess maybe they just ran out of steam towards the end, or
something like that.
how it goes.
Yeah, this is the Doom stage, I guess.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, the music. I think the music is really cool, but I feel like it doesn't reach the same like epic high of some of the other songs in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of a very odd stage to end on, but hey, whatever. But the
No, what's odd to end on is going to be the final boss. Let's be honest, that's odder. You guys are not ready for that final boss if you haven't seen it before.
hopefully I can land the early cycle, which is not hard to hit, but it's kind of awkward to time. So
this boss is called
go ahead.
Monkey Flush.
Yeah, so I was able to lure.
Nice. We got the early flush.
Yeah, so the whole point of this fight is to lure this monkey to hit the lever with his antenna, and yeah, moving at the very start of the stage and going all the way to the right will lure the monkey to hit the lever a little early. So it's a quick little time save there.
So this is the final boss, and time's going to come up when we flush the toilet fully and grab the final totem, which is going to be coming up here in a second. But yeah, this is a good way to end Wild Woody. Time. GG.
Nice.
Yeah, some hiccups in early game, but end game was great.
Yeah.
Especially that alien love nest. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Have fun with that gold.
That was 3 deaths during SGQ run. That was probably the roughest section during that run, but
it's good to be home.
It's interesting what's changed.
You're sharper than I thought.
Yeah.
You did it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and people get to see the cutscene for a second.
Cheer up. You just saved the universe.
Yeah, the cutscenes that I was talking before the run started. The cutscenes are they're gold. They're just gold in this game.
You want to be king
They really are. They're the reason that you want to play the game.
I mean, you're getting a little taste of it here now. It's just, oof, it's peak.
Sounds mighty tempting. But I've got a different.
Well, awesome. This is a great run. If you, do you, either of you have some things you'd like to plug, shout out, or direct the people to?
Allegra, you want to start?
You go ahead.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I run a lot of games, a lot of handheld stuff, a lot of stuff on DS and 3DS. That's kind of what I'm known for. Also, some obscure games like Wild Woody. But check me out on Twitch and YouTube, Brandino59, and Allegra. Take it away.
Yeah. Shouts Brandino for hopping on with comms yet again. Great, always great to have him on. And yeah, you guys can find me at twitch.tv/AllegroSRC. I am usually running a lot of Sonic stuff. I'm kind of taking a break from that, but I'm trying to experiment with some interesting stuff like this. I have a Virtual Boy sitting next to me.
Ooh.
It's all hooked up and ready to go for some Jack Bros. So
That's beautiful.
yeah. But yeah, that's about it for me.
For sure. Well, if you keep exploring that Virtual Boy catalog and you come across something that fits on this show, let me know, because I've never had a Virtual Boy run on this show, so that would be cool.
Oh yeah.
All right, for sure. And yeah, thank you both so much for being here. Yeah, that was an incredible run, highly skilled, but equally silly. So thank you both for being here and sharing your knowledge of this wacky little pencil. But for everyone else out there, we actually have one more run left for the evening. That is, from the silly block, the excellent silly block of SGDQ. So feel free to stick around, but we are going to take a little bit of a break. So feel free to get up, stretch, get a snack, maybe sharpen your pencils, and we'll see you here in just a few short moments. All right, welcome back to Awfully Silly, everyone. Yes, if you've just been joining us, we've had some incredible runs that were featured as a part of SGDQ 2024's Silly Block, which I said at the top, and I keep saying it to everybody I'm talking to about it. Probably one of the best silly blocks I've ever seen in these mainline events. And we've just been rolling right along with these incredible runs featuring a lot of like incredible skill levels. We had a deathless run of Mad Panic Coaster by Joester. We had some incredible skill on display with Wild Woody and a boss clear that almost never happens. Number of tricks in C.B.T. and Birds Aren't Real as well. Just some incredible runs that we've been featuring as a part of this enjoyment, celebration, I should say, of the Silly Block of SGDQ 2024. Before we jump into the last run, I wanted to remind everyone of a third event that's going to be on our schedule, which is that Games Done Quick Express, also known as GDQX, is returning to TwitchCon, which is going to be taking place September 20th through the 22nd. If you'd like to submit a run for that, submissions are going to be open tomorrow. So keep an eye out on our socials and everywhere that you get your GDQ news from so that you know where you can submit. You can also use !GDQX in Twitch chat to get some more information on our presence there. I should be there as well, so if you happen to be at TwitchCon, I would like to say hi to you and maybe enjoy some of your speedruns. That would be awesome. But without further ado, I think it's time we jump into our last run of tonight of part one of our SGDQ 2024 celebration, which is the Sushi Soul Universe, and it's going to be run by NB. So B, take it away.
Hey, how's it going? I'm so excited to be featured with all these very skilled runs so I can bring everyone's expectations down a little bit. This is a very Unreal Engine platformer. If you didn't see the GDQ run, unfortunately, I do not have the few $1,000s to fork over for the voice acting incentive. The VA are very expensive.
Yes.
I did have one question to ask you, Conception, before we get started. What did the sushi say to the bee?
What did the sushi say to the bee? I don't know. Hit me with it.
Wasabi.
Ah, wasabi.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. I'm picking it up.
Yeah. These are the things I was doing while I was practicing beforehand. Instead of practicing, I was Googling sushi. Anyways, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Beautiful. Beautiful start. All right. So yeah, if you didn't see the run, if you did see the run, this is gonna be a very different experience from it. We're just gonna have a good time with it. We're gonna enjoy Shibuya and the sushi on the ground. The general game loop of this is there's sushi, you pick up the sushi. If you don't pick up sushi, you die. And then a lot of really weird plot stuff happens. And you're kind of just along for the ride. It's like a roller coaster, but kind of not like a roller coaster.
A Mad Panic Coaster, if you will.
There's tech there. If you pick up the sushi before the tutorial happens, it doesn't count. So you just stand in front of it. So there's some real intense tech happening in this run right now. So you have to make sure you're paying attention to these things. Okay, cool. We don't get to play the game for like 3 minutes. So that was good. I enjoyed the 13 seconds there, honestly.
Yeah, that was some good play.
Oh yeah, I did notice there's a sushi emote now in GDQ, which is wild.
Yes.
Was not expecting that. So that's cool. If they make a third sushi game, I'd really like to show it. We were talking about it before. They had a whole Kickstarter for this game. So if you look in the billboards, you can see like different like pictures of the people that donated for this. Oh, this is what we didn't get to show off before for the game, is you can just mash spacebar and it skips the second half of the cutscene there. It's like 15 seconds, but like it's not that much. It's fine.
Yeah.
We didn't get to do it in the first run because apparently people paid for an incentive to hear people talk through the dialogue. So I guess probably would have been bad to skip it, I guess. That would have been the funniest thing. It's like, hey, you paid for this, but unfortunately, we're going to skip it because it's fast.
Unfortunately, it's too slow. We're going to ignore what you want, actually.
I could have just handed them the script, just like print it out and just be like, please talk through this while we're going through the level. So people still get the experience for it.
No, I like the way you did it during the show. That was well done. So
yeah. So we're on a little sushi train sort of thing here right now, and there's only a few different kinds of levels for this. You've got collecting a certain amount of sushi, which usually are the ones that take a little bit more routing because a lot more options. You've got the next level we're going to where you have to pick up actually no, this is not that level. I'm misleading people. You have to get to the end of a level, and picking up sushi is kind of like a secondary thing, so the bar at the top doesn't go all the way down and make you sad. We are intentionally picking up a decent amount of sushi because you do get, I guess, money. I don't know what it is. You get sushi points that you can turn into the shop for your power-ups. So you can only have one power-up equipped at a time, so we're just going to grab the one and then kind of be done with it. The ground stomping thing was a power-up in the first game, I believe, and then they just made it a base thing because all the other power-ups were like kind of better than it, so no one ever picked this up. So yeah, we're heading to the final level of the first area. This is all split up into different universes, as you'll see with the next cutscene. I almost died there. That would have been really embarrassing. But yeah, so we're picking up. We want 500. Oh, that's silly.
Oh, a fall through. It happens.
It's so sad. We should restart. You got time. It's fine. We can just keep going.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We'll just start it right over again after this one's over.
Yeah, everyone forget what you just saw.
This turns into PB attempts.
Yeah. You're all stuck here until I PB. All right, so this guy. It's the same guy as the first game, and definitely will not turn out to be the same antagonist as the first game. So this guy's evil. He doesn't like sushi very much. He does some stuff, and then decides to change the universe so sushi is not food, but it's a weapon. So everything's on fire, and there's a giant sushi stuck in the building there. So yeah, it's just, if you've not experienced these games before, go back and watch the first game, or play the first game, honestly. Like, you know, please support the devs so that we get more of these, because I really want to play more of these. We were talking before about, so we have multiverses here now, like different universes where sushi is different concepts. Like, what is the next step? Like, where do you go from there? That's like kind of a big power jump from like the first game. It's like, how do you do something that's more nonsensical than like
more than a multiverse? Yeah.
So my pitch, if the devs watching, is I think time travel's got a lot of legs, honestly. I think you could do some real great stuff with sushi time travel. And the antagonist is trying to stop sushi from ever being created. I think also these plants are exploding. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I think it's got a lot of legs. Hit me up. I've got a lot of good story ideas. I've been thinking real hard about it. But yeah, cool. We're now in a new universe. Sushi is now a sport. It's a lot of different sports, honestly. Notably, there are still tennis rackets in the sky there. So I guess sushi's not all sports, just a lot of them. I guess doing the robot in that screen or that court over there too. I didn't notice that. That's cool.
I guess the robot is a sport.
That's true. Surely there wouldn't be robots later on in the game that are replaced by sushi.
It's called foreshadowing.
So we've got these robots that shoot bad sushi at us. I still, to this day, still don't know what these sushi. I don't know what the green sushi are. I don't know if it's like what it's supposed to represent. I don't know what to call it. I always call it like anti-sushi. Because
anti-sushi is good, yeah.
If you run into that, it kind of explodes and you go, ah, and you take a little bit of damage. We have one cool trick with that later on, so be excited for that. There is tech in this game, and it's probably going to go badly because it's very temperamental, but it'll be funny either way. You all will enjoy it either way. I will only enjoy it if it goes correctly, so. We're still making sure to collect sushi. I almost literally just said I have the brain rot. I've done a couple of GDQ runs before. It's just kind of ingrained in your brain. It's deep in there.
That would have been so funny if you just organically said that.
I could feel it in the back of my brain. I'm like, okay, we've got kind of a point right here where it'd probably be good. There's nothing new to talk about. I did like So I was expecting going in the rounds, like, hey, there's gonna be a bunch of people that want to say I ate it because the sushi guy likes saying that. But there was a whole entire just like, hey, let's just donate with what our normal like sushi order is, like what different kinds of like stuff we get from going out and getting sushi, which was very, very fun.
Yeah,
very cool.
I love that. Actually, something similar happened when I ran Sneak King at GDQ. People started donating their Burger King orders as well, and that was very funny and also very endearing.
Yeah, it's just fun when like
Yeah,
you already go into it with. I don't know if this happens with you when you run silly games where you've run the game and looked at it so much, and then you're like, oh, you know, maybe this game isn't quite as silly as I remember it. It's like, it's kind of silly, but like, is it really that silly? And then you like run in GDQ, it's like, oh wait, never mind. This game is absolutely wild and makes no sense whatsoever.
yes, and that happens to me all the time. All the time. Like when I was prepping Barbie for this last event, I was just in like grind mode. I was like, please just let me not embarrass myself. And then when we got on stage, I was like, oh yeah, this game makes no sense. Like it doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah.
Yeah, you get like a little desensitized towards it, and yeah, so we're gonna pick this up. If I buy the wrong thing, it's really embarrassing. I've not done that in a run yet. I've not actually had to reset a run to buying the wrong thing, but that was like the biggest fear for me.
Yeah.
Anytime I show this off, it's like if I buy that, everything kind of goes weird because I'm so used to having dashes for the rest of it, and this game doesn't have multiple save files. I know this might surprise everyone, but
Weird. So strange.
yeah, maybe next sushi game. Cool. All right, we got through a skate park with a bunch of evil sushi guys skating around trying to beat us up. I think they're just kind of randomized. They just kind of do whatever they want. They just kind of skate around. Unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, we cannot skip this this next cutscene. You can skip it if you've already done it before. You can just mash escape, but if you do it now, then just nothing happens. So, unfortunately, we have to interact with the story, which is the main appeal of this game. So this is us, but we're the sports sushi version of us. This is the sushi soul for this universe, and he's suspicious of us because we're kind of. I mean, I don't know. We've been running around eating sushi, which is just kind of like in his universe, I guess, eating soccer balls. So I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't. Never.
I'll say definitively, I would not eat a soccer ball.
I played soccer. I never ate the soccer ball on purpose. It was usually
Usually an
usually someone on the other team
force fed you.
Yeah. You make a lot of friends playing soccer. You make a lot of enemies. It would have been a lot more fun if it was a sushi, though. I don't know why he's shooting tornadoes at us. That's kind of cool, though. But yeah, so that's like a set pattern for that, and you can memorize it and do cool things with it. It's like impossible to die, but you can lose time if you miss like any of the sushi. It's like pretty set for it, but losing time for this is pretty easy. I started doing the little motion that the sports guy is doing, and then I realized I don't have a camera pointed at me, so the effect of it's kind of lost. But I think everyone felt it.
Yeah,
and that's the important part.
And we could tell it makes you a better runner for it.
That's true. If you don't do that, you do have to reset. It is in the rules. By the way, there's like 8 runners for this game, and they're all cracked at this game, and have put an obscene amount of effort into it. There is like an actual community of people that grind this pretty hard, and it's actually really cool. So if you want to see some really, really optimized runs of this, they do exist, and there are very, very good runners in the community. It was the same thing with the original sushi game. So yeah, this is a fun game to pick up if you want to optimize ILs and have some cutscenes to kind of relax and kick back for a little bit.
Yeah, give yourself an input break. Yeah.
Yeah. If you like really long cutscenes at the end of your speedruns.
Who doesn't?
Also foreshadowing. Okay, the technology, Sushi's technology, don't really know how that works. There was already robots in like the first area, so I guess these are more robot-y, I don't know. If you do get ran into by one of those, they will just hit you with a bunch of anti-sushis like all at the same time, and it's like not a good experience, and you will just die. So yeah, fun times. Don't do that. I've never done that before, definitely.
No, I believe you.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna go up here and do some fun levels. These levels can go horribly, so they're really fun to do. If you mess these up and fall into the green area below there, you just instantly die. You don't like respawn or anything. This game also has a dedicated die button. Hopefully you don't have to press it, but if something goes wrong, I'll make sure to do it so y'all can enjoy it. If I don't die during the entire run, that's actually kind of like a travesty because it's fun. You can also fall through into the goop at the end and it doesn't do anything. I try to fall into the void as much as humanly possible after
Don't we all?
levels. Yeah, the void is my friend. I am full of sushi and entering the void. Oh, I didn't mention it. Oh, so thank you to someone left a YouTube comment on the run for the sushi run I did for SGDQ, and it's like, hey, you seemed confused about why there was levels with red sushi. It's probably a reference to Mario Red Coins. I'm like, yes. If I had played a Mario game, I would maybe understand that. I don't believe in that, man.
We put time.
Do I look
into
like I
better
play
games.
Mario? Do you see what I'm playing right now? Oh, I fell down. This is so embarrassing. Cool. All right, this is the damage boost. If I don't get it, you can make fun of me. If I do get it, you have to, I don't know, like clap and go get some sushi at your local sushi establishment. Oh my goodness. They're so good at this game. Incredible. How do they do it? So yeah, if you like jump and start falling as the shot is coming out of that robot there, it'll boost you up a little bit and skip the entire like maze sequence that's there. So that's pretty good. It's the one. It'd be cool if there was a little bit more stuff like that during the run, but also not, because that is a little bit temperamental sometimes. Cool. We have this level, which is just a bunch of like, I don't say so. If the green sushi are like anti-sushi, what are the like beams of sushi? So just like sushi turned into like plasma. I don't know.
Super sushi.
Yeah, I need to reach out to the dev. I have a lot of questions, not a lot of answers, unfortunately. Cool. All right, we are here to the tech sushi guy with his really cool sushi glasses, which I really want, just glowing glasses like that. That would be sick.
That would be rad.
His sushi gun and his sushi hoverboard. So he's one of the best characters. I mean, okay, so all the characters in the game except for one are the exact same guy. I feel like this is worth bringing up. Cool. All right, now that we've established, in case you didn't notice so far, if you didn't look closely,
yeah,
there will not be a test at the end of this,
because it would be really easy.
That's true. Which one of these is the main character?
All of them, or none of them.
Yeah, well, if the dev does a Kickstarter again, make sure to donate. We can get 2 models of character for Sushi 3.
Sushi
right.
space time.
Yeah. All right, just like the other one, as soon as we defeat them, they're like, actually, we're pals. We're real tight. Everything's fine now, and you've changed my mind. So yeah. Like I said before, if you did not get to enjoy the voice acting incentive, the story really gets brought to life by it. I was very, very happy with how much they committed to the bit for that.
It was actually incredible. I thought it was just gonna be like, oh yeah, we'll read the lines, but went like full like anime kind of with it. It was beautiful.
So there's that level's a memorization thing. Unfortunately, I have extremely bad memory, so if you just dash over all the tiles, you don't have to like remember any of them. So we do these extra levels in these areas because we only need 22 sushi souls to get to the end of the game. So we're just prioritizing the ones that are really fast, and the people that are really, really good at this game do a lot of effort routing it and thinking through all that so that I do not have to. So I appreciate that. So cool. Sushi's a religion now, so that's kind of sick.
Sushi is God.
I don't know what this level has to do with that, but interpret it however you want. Video games are art, so I'm not gonna hold your hand through interpreting this very symbolic level. The tornado's awful, and if you ever get stuck with the tornado like inside of you, you just walk really, really slow. So after the beginning where you were forced to use it, you just ignore it as much as humanly possible. Cool. All right, so this also has to do with sushi religion. If you remember Flappy Bird.
Who doesn't?
Ow. I didn't mean to get hit by that. That's fine. I'm professional. And we just float off into the distance with our arms doing little wacky inflatable man thing.
Into the void.
Into the void where we belong. All right, cool. We're gonna go over here and do some cool floating island levels. If you ground pound incorrectly here, you just fall into the void and die, and not in a fun way like the last level, but in a sad way where you have to redo the level and everyone makes fun of you. There are like heavenly anti-sushi now, and if they hit you, like half your health just disappears, and it's not great. Okay, cool. If I missed that, it would have been really bad. I forget what the wrist thing is that you have for this game. I really should have paid attention while it was being explained, probably during the dialogue that I was talking through.
Yeah,
Too busy making puns about wasabi and all that.
What if it's like your multiverse jump device?
You know what? It probably is. You know what? That's a lore now. No matter what it actually is, I believe it.
Wow. My contribution to the sushi community.
Yeah, add that to the sushi lore documents, the Google Doc. There's the heavenly sushi very slowly chasing after us. This level would be this game would be much better if you could die during cutscenes. It'd be awesome. It would bring it to a new level.
That'd be very fun.
All right, this is the final incarnation of us. It is the god sushi soul person.
One Punch Man.
Yeah, very powerful design, honestly. There he goes.
The almighty Father Sushi.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack with it, and we're gonna leave it in the box. Alright. It's time. So this is either gonna really well or really bad. I think it went well during my run, so I'm gonna definitely throw on purpose so that we get to experience everything going wrong. No, wait, everything went wrong during my run. I don't have to throw, actually. I can just be good at this game. Yeah, I forgot during my run that if you get blocked by one of those pillars, which is based on where you're looking, you get knocked down to that bottom area, and the boss will just stay up there, like, leaving traps for you. So as soon as you pop back up there, it's just a PvP zone, and you just have to figure out how to survive. There's, like, no sushi down there, so you're, like, at half health going up there, and it's rough. It's rough. This game's pretty challenging.
Yes, for sure.
Also, I love the VA for this. We didn't get to hear it during the run, but absolutely shouting into the microphone the entire time. Very powerfully.
Yeah, I hope they did some vocal rest after.
Yeah. This is the first take. They nailed it in one.
Got it in one, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. We can now return back to our universe that has been corrupted by sushi being changed into a weapon, and we can confront the villain, which really could be anyone, honestly. Like we're all hoping to figure out who this guy is.
Yeah, we're all trying to figure out who did this.
Yeah. In case you forgot, there is still a giant sushi embedded into that building. I don't really know who the little floaty guy is. I think he's like, I don't know. I mean, he's dead, but before he was dead, I don't remember who it was. He was important, probably. He's been in 2 games. I should know who he is. All right, sushi's not food. All right, so he's gonna take the mask off and all his clothes. And he's us, obviously, but red, so you know he's evil. His eyes are red even, and he stands a little bit differently than us because he's standing evilly.
Yeah, look at that evil pose.
So he's upset because I think his brother died from sushi. I think like sushi. I think he says something like, oh wait, we're gonna see here. He got sushi stuck in his body, and his hometown was burned by sushi, which is unfortunate.
The whole town, wow.
Yeah.
By a dish that doesn't typically need cooking.
So I guess that experience made him see the multiverses. So you saw all the planets that were in the sky. So I don't know what the other ones are. Like, what is sushi on all these other ones that got exploded at the very beginning? Like, what other concepts is sushi replacing? Is there one where all the people are sushi? Because that would have been real. If they're gonna make a DLC for this game, again, just throwing out some ideas. My DMs are open if you need some ideas for Sushi 3.
Yeah,
I've been obsessing about this game a little bit. I've got some ideas for you.
please hire them.
Please.
Please hire them.
Please. Okay, so we now have our next boss fight with very large sushi in the sky. We'll see if I can hit this trick where I try to die really quickly, and you can mess it up by jumping at the wrong time. Thank goodness. If you jump at the wrong time, it just bonks off your head, and you just have to jump at it again, and it's embarrassing and very sad. It loses you like half a second. Why is his shoulder so big? Anyways.
Oh yeah, there. I was like, he's holding nothing, but there it is.
He just holds nothing. The other guy has a sushi gun, but they didn't want to give him a sushi gun.
Nah, that's too derivative.
All right, this is the Avengers scene, where all the Avengers come in and save us and say their catchphrases and fight off the bad sushi guy and look away from explosions and all of that. So, very cool. Very good payoff from 10 minutes ago, or 5 minutes. I don't know, just cutscenes. It goes on for a while. I've messed up before the routing for this and only realized that after watching the cutscene I forgot to do a level, so I couldn't go to the final level. That was a fun experience. Don't do that.
So like one of these people just doesn't hear yet or something?
No, they're all there, but then you exit it, and then the door in front of you is just grayed out, and it's like, oh. Well, that was... I'm happy I watched that. Now I get to reset.
Yeah.
And the surprise Pikachu face is back as well, so... That's awesome. Alright, so we are heading into the actual final boss fight. It's actually kind of fun. It's the easiest of the boss fights, but it's fun. It's a good time. It's a feel-good moment after all the twists and turns of the story, and
sparks joy.
Yeah, the emotional setbacks of watching one of your favorite characters die and then get resurrected, and then almost watching the protagonist die. So it's just kind of a feel-good moment. Mm-hmm. Cool. So he's sushi now, and we're also sushi now. There's a lot of sushi happening. It's kind of important to the story. So each of the people we have fought and then brought onto our team is now going to give us their powers. So the sports guy can kick people. There's a guy. Sometimes they just take a while to fall from the ground. The technology guy can convert sushi into good sushi. Just like he did during the boss fight.
Yep, sure.
Grab these ones. Is that enough sushi? It sure is. And the God Sushi guy can play sushi.
Blessing of sushi.
And he keeps placing sushi. So I think it's supposed to be like a Ganon thing where you like deflect it back at him. You just put the sushi there. And now we have to mash a whole bunch. Time is coming up, though. Unfortunately, this journey is ending, but hope you all enjoyed it. And time. We also have 1111 sushi, which is wild.
Beautiful.
So yeah, if you enjoyed that, like I said, there's a community of people that run this game. There is I don't think it's a prequel because the story is not linear at all and does not flow between the games. But there is another sushi game that came out before this. If you want to experience it, it's very similar in terms of the story direction and everything not making sense. So if you enjoyed that and you haven't watched that before, go play it. It's a good time.
Yes.
I think that's probably it for me. Thank you, Conception, for inviting me along again. And it's a good time watching all the other runs and being reminded of all the stuff I saw while it was 4 a.m. and I was very tired. So
yeah,
I appreciate
enjoy
that.
it in the prime time. Yeah, no, thank you for being here. Special shout out to you, MB, because you were on my first ever episode of Awfully Silly nearly 3 years ago.
3 years. Oh, you're gonna make me feel old.
Yeah, well, hey, I've gotten older too, so you're not alone. But yeah, it's a testament to how strong the Awful and Silly block vibe is because the show's been going so long. We haven't even repeated any games, so like, you know, there's no shortage of talent and there's no shortage of games out there, and yeah, but there are some incredible runners and incredible communities built with this. So yeah, thank you for being here and thank you for being a part of the show quite a few times today. So
of course, anytime.
For sure. And for everybody else out there, just to remind you that Hotfix tonight is not over. We actually have another show coming on, which is Out of Bounds. That's hosted by Kung Fu Fruit Cup. I believe we're going to be focusing on some Turok action today as we explore the glitches, tips, tricks, exploits, everything under the sun for one of the Turok games. Wanted to remind everyone as well, we have a number of events that are coming up. We have Flame Fatales. That's going to be August 18th through the 25th. You can use !FF in the Twitch chat to learn a little bit more about that and check out the schedule. GDQ is also going to be at PAX West. That's August 30th through September 2nd. The schedule for that is also out now. !PAX in the chat to see what we got cooking over there. And finally, we have GDQX Games Done Quick Express, which is returning to TwitchCon. That's going to be September 20th through the 22nd. Submissions for that are going to open tomorrow. So definitely check us out there. And if you happen to have missed, VODs from either mainline events or Hotfix or what have you, anything, go on over to youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick and check those out because we have a lot of content on there. No shortage of incredible runners and speedruns and other types of showcases too. And last but not least, don't forget, check out the other Hotfix shows. GamesDoneQuick.com/Hotfix. That's going to give you your info on the weekly shows and the weekend specials. Tune in 2 weeks from now as well, as we're going to continue this theme and check out some of the other incredible runs from the Silly block at Summer Games Done Quick. There were so many that I had to do it in 2 episodes. That's how much cool content there was. So be on the lookout for that 2 weeks from now as we explore some of the other runs from Summer Games Done Quick 2024's Silly block. But I think that's going to be it for now. Thank you, everyone, for watching Awfully Silly. Again, stay tuned as Out of Bounds is coming up next, and you're not going to want to miss that. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.